Okay, we're back. Excellent. I was gonna talk for a minute. Wait, let me do. Let me get big. No, not like that. Like that. So I really like this game. I like this game a lot for a lot of reasons, and we can talk more about like that, I guess, later. Mostly thematically, I feel like this game is like super thematically strong and has excellent procedural rhetoric around information security. My problem with it is that I keep getting stuck, and I feel like I'm not getting stuck on the puzzles. Like, the game is clearly a puzzle game. Like, it presents puzzles to me, and it is teaching me through its puzzle design. And I think that overall works really pretty well. I feel like I'm not getting stuck on the puzzles. I'm getting stuck between the puzzles. This is the second time that it's been important for me to go a certain direction, and I was supposed to have seen it. I was supposed to have like gone that way, but I just didn't know there was a door there because I didn't explore enough or something. And you can blame that on me. That's fine. Like, I'm not exploring enough. The game wants me to explore. But at some point, the game needs to actually enable and encourage that exploration if that's what it wants. And clearly, it's not doing it effectively for me. I mean, there's lots of things that contribute to that potentially, and it could be that like that's just me. I'm failing to pick up the signals that this game is giving me, and that most players do. And if that's the case, that's mostly fine, right? Like, your game is gonna not communicate the same way to every player. But I feel like the fact that it's happened more than once, and I don't think it's just an exploration thing. I think there's a level of like, hitting the E key in order to translate all of the glyphs. I don't know, like that was a gimme. Like, that was not supposed to be something that held me up. That's something that the game, like, I had done everything that I needed to do as far as the experience was concerned. It wanted me to press a button, and it wasn't clear enough to me what button that was and where that was. And that I feel like is a problem. And so, it's weird. I don't know if this is like a problem with the game's design, with playtesting, or if this is some kind of a problem that is just a problem in communication between me and the game. If this is an entirely personal issue. I keep forgetting to set my timer. I'm just going to run long tonight, I guess. For an example, I have probably talked about this before because I always talk about this, but Half-Life 2, I never finished Half-Life 2. I probably played like half of it. I had problems with it that prevented me from completing it. Whatever, this isn't about that. This is about the way that Half-Life 2's world is designed, which is, in parts, I mean, maybe not for the whole game, but for a lot of the game, it's a linear path that you need to follow that is constructed out of T intersections. So you essentially follow a street for a while, and then it comes to an end, and there's two ways that you can go, and you have to pick one of the two ways, and one of the two ways is correct. That will lead you to the next part of the game. The other of the two ways is incorrect, and it's just a dead end. Like, it'll take you for a little ways, and then it'll stop. My experience playing Half-Life 2 was taking the wrong way every single time. Which like often this is a thing that in adventure games I do sometimes, right? Or like in action adventure games, like I will often like deliberately go the way that I think isn't going to advance the plot because I want to see what's down there. And often I'm rewarded for that. Depends on the type of game. Half-Life 2 does not reward you for that. It's very clear by the way those dead ends are constructed that you're not supposed to go that way. You're supposed to go the other way. And Valve has fantastic playtesting policies. I have no doubt that they playtested the hell out of that game and that the experience is very smooth for the vast majority of players. That those levels are constructed in a way that players tend to take the correct path. But I didn't every single time. And I believe, like, my understanding of that scenario is that I just had a hard time communicating with that game. I had a hard time picking up on what the game was telling me, and that's not true for most of the people who play it. And so that could be the case here, that most people who play this game don't have the kind of difficulties that I'm having. But I am definitely having these weird difficulties, and you know, if I were to offer design advice, or if I were to redesign this game, or if I were to like be the designer of this game and see this playthrough as in a playtest, I would like. I feel like it needs some really significant signaling help in particular places. Like it does a lot of signaling really well, and I love like Bob's contribution to a lot of things. There's a lot of puzzles that are very clear what your objective is, how you're going to solve them. And I at least find the actual puzzles very clear, but a lot of the like, where am I supposed to go next? Have I flipped the correct switch that opens up the next door? Like those kinds of things, the space in between the puzzles, that's where I'm really struggling. And that's where I feel like the game, like I would not mind the game holding my hand a little bit more, giving me a directional arrow, giving me a map, giving me something, you know, an objective marker, if it would help me find where the next puzzle is. Because all I really care about are the puzzles. The puzzles are really well designed, and they're teaching me things about security, and that's super cool. Like, that's what the game is about. I'm just getting stuck getting to them. Okay, I talked for like 10 minutes about that. That was ridiculous. Let's keep playing the game. Oh, I'm playing the game. I'm not on the thing. Here, wait. You guys didn't miss anything. I'm doing these platforms. I did them so well, you wouldn't believe it. God damn it. Right? Like, right when I say that, right when I switch back, I couldn't have done that while I wasn't on screen, right? I don't know what's going on here. Oh, that's a place where I don't want to go. Oh, there's some kind of gravity effect. Right? Ah, Jesus. I'm getting drawn in different directions. I'm getting drawn towards the pools, maybe? That was insane. I don't even know exactly how that worked. I kept walking through it. Now, obviously, it was only because I could see the underlying structure of the level design that I was able to do that. But that was intense. What should we do now? Let's bring down the wizard. Do you remember Chico? Oh, I guess I do know who Chico is. I forget who Chico is. Let's go investigate. Infinite worlds. Secret treasure. These are my keywords. Oh, I just fell in the water again. Am I gonna find some bushes or something that allows me to like... Ah, damn it. See, there's a bush right there, and if I can get to the bush without being eaten by a bird, then I can get my health back. Look at this. Hearts to drop. Drop at least 16 hearts. and also be on fire. Look at that. Ah. Awesome. Wait, how do I want to leave the screen now. I want to go back and solve that turtle puzzle, but first I want to leave the screen. Oh shit, I want to go back to that too. Ah, damn it. Raven, get the hell out of here. Raven just wants to do damage to me. Wait, I'm coming back. I'm gonna do all of this. I just want to leave the screen. Game, let me leave the screen real quick. Just real fast. God damn it. Are you seriously? You're not gonna let me do this? Ah. I don't want to go this far. I want to... damn it. Okay, so never mind. I have all of these hearts. Let's go back. Let's go. Let's look at this whole freaking world. Let's solve the turtle puzzle. There's chimney smoke for some reason. I don't even know what that is. Check. No, not this. Where was the other log that I crossed? Was it up here? Do you need to be on fire? It wasn't up here either. It's right here. Look at this. Look at how this works. Right? So the game is very simple about its collision volumes. Like, you can see, I'm pointing at the screen and that doesn't mean anything to you guys, but you can see this path that leads from north to south. And it has boundaries on the sides that prevent me from walking that way. And now I want to be able to cross that path. But in order to do that, I'm going to need to create a new path. Like, I'm going to need to create a new volume. You can actually see me, like, if I hug this wall and walk to the left, I actually collide with the side of the path underneath, right? Because it's not actually modeling 3D space. It's simulating 3D space pretty crudely by causing this volume or this new trigger area to appear and disappear when I approach it from the correct angle. If I approach it from the north or the south, this doesn't even appear. These walls, which are, you know, these walls only occur if the game knows that I'm gonna be coming from inside of this this log. If I'm coming from the outside, then I'll pass right under it. That's just like very, very simple, but it shows how crude the simulation actually is. Swamp turtle Sokoban puzzle. I don't know what that means. What's a Sokoban puzzle? Treasure chest, Sokoban puzzle. Right, okay, so I can isolate them using these blocks because I can actually isolate them like pretty well. What am I trying to do? I think here's what I'm trying to do. Can I just do this? Can I just give this like some pushes? Tiles per push is 2. No. I can't do that. Oh, because that's the one that I hit. I see. Well, fuck, that's not what I wanted. I can't push this while there's a turtle there. Okay. God damn it, now I want to go back. I want to reset that puzzle. But I never successfully left the room! Alright, now I left the room. Now I can go. Okay, great. Superb. Okay, I was looking at the wrong block. Here's what I want to do. I want this block in the middle. I'm gonna have this push 2 over, right? And it's gonna block that turtle over there. What did that buy me? Not a lot. Except that the turtle is far enough. That seemed, I don't know if there was a smarter way for me to solve that. I'm gonna leave the screen again because that's how I save my game. And I do love saving my game. Hi, Shiro. Hi, Shiro's tail. Hey, babe. Come over here. Bunny. Bunny. Come. Seriously, if you're gonna be on the desk, you need to be on camera. You're my, like... You're my cute right here. Right? Yeah? Babe? Come on. Thank you. Okay. Let's go back. So, what did I get? I got a thing. I got this thing. I'm gonna replace the genie because the genie doesn't seem to... Artifact. Queen Sprite gave hearts. I think maybe there's a fairy fountain in Legend of Zelda like tradition. And she'll only give me hearts once? Ow. I forget if there's a way for me to, like, beat those ravens. Or if it's just a matter of exploiting bushes sometimes. So, yeah, so I think this allows me to reset that particular variable so that she'll refill my hearts every time. It doesn't seem terribly useful right now, but... What is going on here? Okay. Self-world equals diamond. Self-world... I don't know what that symbol is. Oh! It's telling me... Is it less than? Yeah. So it's demonstrating... It's demonstrating the use of some basic commands. I don't know what gettable means, but here's a call. So using parentheses notation in order to call something. Count days, returns days. Maybe that's a returns. So gettable self.world returns something. Not sure what to do with this. Okay, so self-world returns something count days, returns days. If 50 is less than days, continue. So if days is greater than 50, spawn beach treasure chest. If 50 billion is less than days, continue. Spawn grotto treasure chest. So this is the one that I want to change. So the beach treasure chest gets spawned if days is greater than 50. I have no idea what the value of days is or how to check that. But I think what I'm going to need to do is somehow change that code Chimney smoke. I'm gonna have to change that code so that it spawns that grotto chest. Cause it, you know, it only spawns it on certain days. Harassing rocks. Oh shit, is this Oh yeah, I can hack these birds. So that's what I should have been doing. Sorry, was looking at chat. That's why I don't look at chat, because then I stop. Thanks for getting rid of that raven. Oh, and now I can push the rock. So I'm... Damn it. This all looks terribly familiar. Like, I've literally been here, right? I think that this is an early section of the game, and now I just have, in very Zelda style, like now I have more equipment and I can do different things. Guys, I'm not sure where to go next. I'm trying to defeat the wizard, but I'm not sure where the wizard is. If anybody has suggestions, I could go find the big blue fairy and get more max hit points, but yeah, if anybody has suggestions of where I should be going next, let me know. I'm gonna do this differently, I guess. This one I can't actually push. I can push the one above it. But not in a direction that helps. There's some area of the forest that I haven't explored. Maybe at the top right. Let's look top right. Let's go that way. There's an arrow pointing that direction. Ah, this looks new. Is that just a lighting effect? Where's that light coming from? Okay, when it gets to 10, when it gets past 10, it goes all the way back down to 0. Unclear why. Do I have things that are going to help with this? That feels like maybe something that I can't do yet. Not totally sure. I came from down here, I think, so I've explored at least some of this way. I've been through here. I haven't encountered that gate before, but it's not obvious to me how to get past it. I haven't actually been down in the, like, under the bridge place. I've got signs now pointing both ways. This doesn't take me where I think I want to go, though. Bottom left. Maybe there's another area bottom left. That's the road underneath the bush. Okay, I've been at all of this. Okay, I'm going north. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna see if I can solve that puzzle with the two rocks that I couldn't move, which might just be a matter of you should have 0 health. There we go. Oh, I pushed it too far. Better. Alright, I'm gonna go this way. This takes me north. Okay. This is promising. Oh no, these are the sprites. I've talked to all of these guys. I think. I don't know how much of this I've actually explored. Some of it, clearly. I got that one treasure chest already. But maybe I haven't fully explored this. Oh god, alright. Oh, here's the giant spirit thing. Pretty relaxed. I'll give you some hearts. Oh shit, now I have 27 hearts. Can I do this thing again? Oh, look at that, I got 10 more hearts. I'm getting lots of hearts. Well, that's cool. Like, at some point, I don't know how many hearts I need. But let's do that. What do you guys think? I could go this way with the frogs. I've definitely been there. I could explore the desert more. Not sure if there's stuff to see here. Sprite clearing. Fog ribbon. You passed where you need to go. It's a leftward path right after you loaded past the turtles puzzle. Right after you loaded past the turtle puzzle. The turtle puzzle with the blocks? Whoops. Okay. This is, where did I come from? I came from down here. This turtle puzzle? A leftward path. So if I go up here, is there a leftward path anywhere? Here? No. But I can go left this way, like this. This looks new-ish, at least. It's dynamic camera movement. I'm not used to seeing that. So there's a couple different branches. I'm gonna just go bottom left. I can't tell if this is maybe a some kind of a maze. Like I could follow any of these branches and it would be unclear where I was supposed to go. Or is it just repeating over and over again? It seems like I'm doing the same thing over and over again. The camera's just getting closer and closer every time. There's something, like, not entirely fractal about this. But there's got to be a limit to how close the camera can get, I think. Right? Logically, the camera is actually getting closer and closer, right? I think. Just looking at the size of the character, so maybe not. Maybe the character's staying the same size. I think this might be a clever optical illusion that makes it look like the camera is continually zooming in. And maybe it is, but like the level is getting bigger and bigger so that it doesn't actually change. Or maybe it's just like a flat-out optical illusion. It's not actually doing anything. If I go back the other way, it does look like it gets wider. Okay, this doesn't seem to be getting me anywhere. But I am crossing all of these horizontal lines. Like that one, for example. So if I, let's say... Excuse me. So if I go back... Will that trigger something? No. No, it sure doesn't seem to. Okay. I feel like I'm just doing this infinitely now. This is, yeah, this is the puzzle. Oh, here's an origin point. It's on this right-hand branch. Can I find it again? Can I find the origin point a second time? Where was it? Oh, this is making me dizzy again. Yeah, so it's here. How interesting. I don't know at all what I'm doing. I'm tempted to like try to go in a big circle for no good reason, except that now I'm going up and it's continuing to zoom in. And before going up meant that it zoomed out. Okay, now it doesn't seem to be doing much. So I feel like I just went in a big circle, although with the repeating scene, it's not clear whether that's actually what I did. really, like, there are a number of really disorienting visuals in this game. It's interesting. Alright, so I'm not making any progress. I'm mostly just holding down the arrow key while I try to figure out what am I supposed to be doing here. I don't see interface ports anywhere for things that I could try to interface with. The only thing that I see sort of, the only interesting feature is this origin point. And I'm not sure what to do with that. Because it seems to be repeating along with everything else. Okay. So something interesting happens here when I cross that line, and I assume that those lines, those black lines, are somehow related to the repeatingness of this puzzle. You can see the origin point on Alice, on the hero character, as she is now known, has a green line for the y-axis and a red line for the x-axis. When I cross here, it changes. I can't quite tell what it changes to. I think it just makes the y-axis shrink. And now the y-axis is getting bigger. If I go this way, it's also getting bigger. It gets bigger and bigger and bigger. If I go this way, it gets big, big, big until it cuts off. If I go this way, it gets big, big, big until it cuts off. I'm trying to figure out if I can use that, if I can like suss anything out from that. But I'm not sure if I want it to get bigger or smaller. It also doesn't really seem to matter. Excuse me. It doesn't really seem to matter where I go, because regardless of my direction, the pattern remains the same. It gets bigger and bigger and bigger the further I go, or maybe the closer I get to the origin point. No, then it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. But as soon as I cross one of these lines, it goes all the way back down. Now it's getting smaller and smaller. And then it goes to really big. Not 100% sure what that represents. It's something to do with my distance, and it appears to be distance maybe from that origin point that's in the maze, but it doesn't seem to actually be helping me like get anywhere. So the tick asks, is there some antechamber madness happening? That's exactly what's happening, right? So like we have seen this game strips away the the artifice of the game and shows how things work underneath. And this is clearly, like, it's not doing as good a job here of showing how it's happening, but clearly the same thing is happening here. Like, there's a repeating pattern that's generated by digital trickery, right? This is non-Euclidean, in the same way that a lot of the physics, the non-Euclidean physics of Antechamber worked. Cool. Well, I don't see anything to hack anywhere. I'm stuck on this puzzle. If anybody has any suggestions, put them in the chat. I'm going to take a short break and come back and hopefully find my way out of this maze. So I'll see you then.